Yo, what's up guys, I'm That Only Beast 13, and I'm back with another mod showcase. Right now I'm doing the construction mod, and this mod is really cool. You can pretty much build buildings without actually having to build it, but they make it a little bit harder than expected, and I will tell you all the crafting recipes, now everything works in a second. And first we have the construction block, which is the hardest item to make in this mod, mostly because it requires 4 diamonds, but this is a pretty important piece of the mod. And next we have the planning table, which is not hard to craft at all. It's a crafting table, some logs, and some wooden planks. Pretty easy to get. You could get that right off the bat. And next we have a blueprint, which is just paper all along the crafting table, and it's not even blue. I don't even know how this works. And anyway, next we have the hammer, which is not expensive. It's pretty much just an axe, except you add an extra piece of cobblestone. And next we have the construction hat, which is not needed at all. I don't even know why they had it. I guess it's just a little extra you could wear as a hat, which is what is this, stained clay, yellow stained clay all around like a regular hat. And next we got the pencil, which is the creation tool, and it doesn't really have a crafting recipe. I feel like this is something you can only do in creative, and I'll kind of explain why in a second and show you how it works. And what you pretty much do is you right click here, like at the bottom of your structure, and then you go to the other half of it, and then you right click at the top of it, and I'll show you what that does in just a quick second. I just want to show you how everything works, so remember what I just did, because I'll be back there in a second. And let me just get one of every block so I can show you how this works. And let me show you how this works. First we place down the planning table, you know, cool little half crafting table structure. You right click it. As you can see, we have all these different houses that we can make all these different things. And yeah, and I did test this out on another world, and it stays until you get rid of it. So let's just do the medieval windmill, and we put in the blueprint right here. And normally you would need the amount of ink sacs to draw it, but since I'm creative, I don't have to, so I could draw it. And as you can see, it says medieval windmill. And what I want to do is place down the construction block, which is the expensive one. What you want to do is right click it, you put in the blueprint, and here's the part that makes it a little harder. You click materials, you have to collect every single block and item that is required to make the item. But since I'm in creative mode, I don't need to, and I hit start. And normally you would need to use the hammer to craft it, to actually make it, but since I'm in creative mode, I don't have to. And as you can see, we have a nice little structure. Let me show you inside, and it's a pretty cool structure, and it saves you all the time of making it, but you still have to get all the materials, which is the little twist to it. But it's only fair, you know. It's not that like too much of ruining the game, which is pretty cool. And yeah, so you can make a structure that you didn't know how to make. And let me go back to showing you how this works. As you can tell, I right clicked both corners, and if I hold shift and then right click, I can name it. So I could just call it normal, oops, can't type, normal house, because it is a normal house. And at the bottom left it's saying like I saved it as a normal house, and I can put it up to the website. So if you think you built something really cool, you can put it on the website and other people will download it. And let me get myself another blueprint, and if I place down the planning table, and then I put this in, and then I'd look for normal house. Where is it? There we go, we got normal house. It would normally take 8 ink sacs, and we got the blueprint. And let me show you what's inside before I actually make it. You know, it's not too impressive. I tried doing like a not so impressive house. You know, there's not much in it. You know, that's all that's in it. And let's place down the construction block, and let's put this in. You know, the materials is not too expensive. We hit start, and boom, it's the exact same thing, except for the floor. Take note of that. It does not get the floor unless you get the bottom of it. I guess I should have right-clicked at the bottom corner down there, but I kind of messed that up. Oh, wow, and as you can tell, I got rid of the paintings, and the furnaces are in the other direction. Other than that, everything seems to be fine, obviously, except for the floor, which is pretty cool. It even got the roof all correct. And yeah, I could just add a little extra. And the reason why I'm doing this mod showcase is on my main channel. I have a series called Return of the Kingdom. In case you missed it, or you want to know how this mod works for the series, here you go. I just want to make it a little less confusing for you guys. And let me show you something else that's kind of added that I'm sure you did not really notice. Let me just get another blueprint, and let me just get another randomly structure. Let's see what we got here. Alright, let's do a farm because it seems pretty cool. And we draw it. And something that you should really take note on if you're using this in a regular world, as you could see, put this away from that structure, that the block is right over here, and if you actually put it in, you know, those are the materials in case you want to see that, the structure builds from the very left of like where it starts. Like as the block is right here, the most left structure is right here, so it matches up with that. So take note that everything will go out to the right, which is pretty cool. So if you're ever doing that, you don't want to destroy anything. It's something that's really big on this mod. You want to do this in a flat area, because if you don't, then you'll mess up like the land. So luckily I'm on a super flat world as I'm showing this, so I don't have to deal with that problem. But that's the only issue I kind of see with this mod. Other than that, it's pretty cool. And let me see what I look like with the construction hat. Oh, wait a minute. Is it not working? Alright, it looks like the construction hat isn't working at the moment. So yeah, I'm showing you guys this mod because of my series. And hopefully this is one mod out of the way that you're not confused about. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this mod. I hope it's on whatever version you're on. Anyway, leave a like if you enjoyed. I'm ThatOnlyBeast13, and I'm out.